There we go. Yes.
So after Jesus died on the cross, a rich man came from the town of Arimathea, and his name was Joseph. He had become a follower of Jesus, and he went to Pilate, the Roman governor, and asked for Jesus' body. And Pilate ordered that it be given to him, and Joseph took the body and wrapped it in a clean linen cloth. So can you see, are Jesus' eyes open or closed?
Oh, yeah.
They're closed because he died on the cross.
Oh, God.
So Amaris, can you take this? Somebody, we need a volunteer to wrap Jesus' body in the linen cloth. And get the ball. Get him nice and covered so that we don't see any toes or his head. Good job, Amaris. Good job, Paul. All right, it's all wrapped up. Now, back in Jesus' day, they didn't have graveyards like we do. They used to cut a hole in a rock and hollow out a tomb, and that's where they would bury people. But that was more for rich people. So Jesus didn't have a tomb to be buried in. So Joseph gave him his tomb. So Joseph took Jesus and he put him in his own new tomb that he had cut out of the rock. And he put a big stone in front of the entrance of the tomb, and he went away. So, Amaris, do you want to put Jesus in the tomb? We're going to take the envelope's empty. She's going to put Jesus in the tomb. Okay. And now the tomb really sealed the opening to the tomb. The stone closed it. So we're going to put a piece of tape on here to make sure that it's nice and sealed, right? So does anybody want to inspect that and make sure it's, all right, Paul? Make sure it's nice and closed. The tape is closed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. All right, so he's in the tomb. And then the next day was the day of preparation. The chief priests and the Pharisees went to Pilate and said, "Sir," they said, "we remember something that liar Jesus said while he was still alive. He claimed that after 3 days that he would rise again. So give the order to make the tomb secure until the third day. If you don't, his disciples might come and steal his body. And then they will tell people that Jesus has been raised from the dead. So take some guards with you," Pilate answered, "and go and make the tomb as secure as you can." So they went and made the tomb secure, and they put a royal seal on the stone and placed guards on duty. So they would put a seal like this on the tomb, so that if somebody tried to roll the stone away or mess with it, they would know, because the seal would be broken, and they would know that somebody tried to get in the tomb. So can you fold this in half, like this, and put it inside, because it was sealed? Okay. And then it said they posted Roman guards. So they weren't satisfied just with the big rock and the seal. They posted guards to stand outside the tomb to make sure that nobody got in and nobody got out. Can you put this inside the envelope? Okay. So, Jesus was inside that tomb for about 3 days. And then at dawn on the first day of the week, Mary Magdalene and the other Mary went to the tomb. There was a powerful earthquake. And an angel of the Lord came down from heaven and went to the tomb. And he rolled back the stone and he sat on it. And his body shone like lightning and his clothes were as white as snow. And the guards were so afraid of him that they shook like dead men. Can you hold the envelope? So this, can you shake it? The guards were shaking because they were so afraid. Can you open the envelope and show us what's inside? Can you take it out? So show everybody, what happened? Was the seal broken when we put it in before? The seal, turn it towards the camera. The seal has been broken. How did that happen? Okay, why don't we open it up and see what happened to the tomb? Is the stone still in front of the, did the stone rolled away from the tomb? Look at that, show the camera. The stone is rolled away from the tomb. What about the back? Is the tape still sealing it shut? Now you checked it, Paul, right? That tape, is the tape still closed? No, it's open. So why don't we give a volunteer, let somebody open it up and see what's inside. So we're gonna open this one and see what's inside. Let's see if Jesus is in there. What? It's only the tissue. Show us, is he in the envelope?
He is risen.
Go.
He is risen. He is risen.
Then the angel said to the women, don't be afraid. I know you are looking for Jesus who was crucified, but he's not there. He has risen just as he said he would. Come and see the place where he was lying, and go quickly and tell his disciples that he has been raised from the dead. And there he is. Are his eyes open or closed? Open, because God raised him from the dead. And Jesus didn't just die on the cross for the forgiveness of our sins, but God raised him from the dead to prove that he was who he said he was, and that God has the power over sin and death. Happy Easter.